No one expected it, yet here we are. A moment that could reshape an entire NFL season is unfolding right in front of us. The energy is rising, the pressure is real, and every move from Los Angeles could decide whether this year becomes a breakthrough, or a disaster. What's happening behind the scenes is more intense than anyone imagined, and today, we're diving straight into the truth. Stay close, because what you're about to hear might change the way you see this team. The season is getting hotter, and Los Angeles is standing at a turning point. Major decisions are on the table, moves that could completely reshape the future of the team. From rebuilding the defensive front, to tightening the protection around Justin Herbert, to preparing for a tense rematch with the Jaguars, every detail now carries weight, and every choice could push the Chargers closer to, or further from, the playoffs. Before we go deeper into the latest updates, subscribe to the channel, give it a like, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss the biggest NFL news. Let's move on to the new news. Los Angeles entered the offseason with a bold and focused plan: strengthen the defensive line. Early in the year, the run defense struggled, showing cracks that opponents quickly tried to exploit. But as the weeks passed, the unit slowly stabilized. Even with that progress, everyone knows the job isn't finished. The Chargers still need more power in the trenches, especially against teams that rely heavily on the run to control time and dictate the rhythm of the game. Recent evaluations from analysts suggest something big: defensive coordinator Jesse Minter could soon gain a truly game-changing piece in the upcoming draft. One name stands out: Caden McDonald from Ohio State. At 6 feet 4 inches and around 320 pounds, he brings the kind of presence that can completely shut down the middle of the field. Strong, disciplined, and smart, he has shown an ability to overpower centers, break through blocks, and disrupt running lanes before they even form. This season alone, he's recorded 41 tackles and 7 tackles for loss, proving he's more than just potential, he's production. More updates are on the way, so stay with me. McDonald has been a force this season, stacking tackles, breaking through blocks, and collecting 3 sacks in only 9 games. What sets him apart isn't just power, it's mastery. His run defense grade of 91.1 from PFF places him among the toughest interior defenders in the entire nation, a specialist who shuts down lanes and forces offenses to rethink their plans. He may not be the most polished pass rusher yet, but his strength and timing in crowded spaces make him dangerous in key moments. Third downs, goal line stands, short yardage battles, those are the places where his presence could tilt the field for Los Angeles. And if the Chargers decide to invest a first-round pick in the 2026 draft, McDonald has the tools to become the backbone of the defensive line. Stability, power, discipline, everything a team needs to choke off rushing attacks and give their linebackers and defensive backs room to breathe. Analyst Trevor Sakima believes McDonald could be the centerpiece of a tougher, more punishing defense, one built to frustrate even the league's best running backs. He brings raw physical strength, yes, but also the kind of rapid growth potential that fits perfectly with Jesse Minter's vision for a smarter, more adaptable unit. But while the team looks toward the future, the present is flashing warning signs, especially when it comes to protecting Justin Herbert. Herbert's return has exposed a problem that Los Angeles can no longer delay: the offensive line is under extreme pressure. In the recent matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers, Herbert was swallowed up over and over again, hit 18 times and forced to release the ball in just 2.25 seconds on average, one of the quickest release times among NFL quarterbacks this season. Those numbers aren't just concerning, they're alarming. More unfolds next, so stay with me. These numbers say everything. Even with explosive talent on offense, the protection in front of Justin Herbert is still shaky, so shaky that it can change the outcome of an entire game. The biggest struggles came from right guard Mekhi Becton and left tackle Austin DeCoulis, who together were responsible for nearly half of the pressure Herbert faced. When breakdowns like this happen, the whole offense feels it. But there's another side to the story. The Chargers aren't out of options. The roster includes players who can step in and make a real difference: Jamari Salyer, Trey Pipkins, Bobby Hart, and the newest addition, Trevor Penning. Penning arrived recently, yet he's already turning heads. In practice, he's lined up at both tackle spots, showing flexibility, strength, and a fast learning curve that coaches love to see. His presence creates real competition for DeCoulis, who hasn't found the consistency expected from a starter. Coach Harbaugh didn't hold back when talking about Penning's progress. He said the newcomer adjusted fast, blending into the system almost immediately, much like Bobby Hart did when he first arrived. That kind of praise shows how much confidence the staff has in Penning and how important he could become in stabilizing Herbert's protection. DeCoulis, meanwhile, is running out of room for mistakes. In 6 games, he has given up 26 pressures and 4 sacks, the lowest pass-blocking efficiency of his group. Penning's experience on both sides of the line gives him an advantage, supported by cleaner technique and more reliable results during pressure moments. The balance of the offensive line could shape the Chargers' next stretch of games. The coaching staff must decide whether Penning steps into a starting role right away or becomes a powerful support piece for the left side. And this choice matters now more than ever, especially with a heated rematch against the Jacksonville Jaguars on the horizon. In that game, Herbert's protection won't just be important, it could be the difference between winning and walking off the field disappointed. More ahead, so stay with me. If the offensive line still feels unstable, the next challenge will expose every weakness. This upcoming showdown demands precision from the entire roster, sharp execution, discipline, and complete focus, because the Chargers' playoff hopes depend on it. Los Angeles now heads to Jacksonville carrying more than just their helmets and playbooks. They carry the memory of the painful 2023 wildcard collapse, a game where a huge lead slipped through their fingers and turned into one of the most disappointing losses in team history. This new matchup isn't just a regular season date on the calendar. It's a chance for redemption, a moment to prove that the team has grown, learned, and refuses to repeat the past. Even though the Chargers are still missing key players like Amarian Hampton, Joe Alt, and Rashawn Slater, they enter this game in a slightly stronger position than the Jaguars. Jacksonville is dealing with an even longer list of absences: rookie Travis Hunter, tight end Brenton Strange, wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr., for offensive line starters, and several important defenders. These gaps create opportunities that Los Angeles must attack, especially through an air game guided by Justin Herbert. Defensively, the Chargers step into this matchup with confidence. Their secondary delivered a standout performance against Pittsburgh, with Dante Jackson, Cam Hart, Benjamin St. and rookie Nico Reed shutting down passing lanes and challenging every throw. The defensive front, Khalil Mack, Tuli Tuipulotu, and Ode Foa, is fully healthy and playing with rhythm and aggression. Tuipulotu, in particular, has surged this season, climbing to 5th in the league with 8 sacks. And with Jacksonville's offensive line depleted, this trio is positioned to control the trenches and make life difficult for the opposing quarterback. Defensive coordinator Jesse Minter is expected to lean heavily on the nickel package, using Derwin James Jr. in a hybrid role, part linebacker, part safety, which creates matchup problems and forces the offense into uncomfortable decisions. His flexibility allows the defense to tighten coverage without sacrificing speed or power near the line. More developments unfold ahead, so stay with me. This strategy has already shown its value. In the strong win over Pittsburgh, the Chargers controlled the game by shutting down big plays and attacking the defense with sharp, calculated decisions. That same balance will be crucial again, especially the ground attack. A steady running game can open passing lanes, slow down the defense, and give Herbert the space he needs to take command. If Los Angeles protects Herbert, exploits Jacksonville's weakened offensive front, and keeps steady pressure on the opposing quarterback, the outcome could be something memorable. Sunday's clash has the potential to mark a turning point, proof that this team has grown stronger, wiser, and more prepared after facing tough moments. The pieces are all on the table: new reinforcements arriving, the offensive line being reshaped, and a chance to rewrite the story against a familiar rival. The question now is simple: are the Chargers ready to show who they really are?